Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, we're going to take a look at Aussie US dollar and what to watch going into this week. So I've actually just pulled up a profile here on the left hand side. So this is a volume profile. And what the volume profile basically shows you is some valuable levels of interest. So the most sort of common thing you see with volume profiles is this sort of black line in here. And that black line is basically the most traded level of this last week. The two other common things you see is the value area high, so the VAH, and the value area low, and that is denoted by the color change just through here. And what that means is basically, or the settings that I have it on, is that the 70% of trading last week was between this level and this level, so between the value area high and the value area low. So these can often be used as support and resistance levels going into the week after, so they're important levels to watch. I also like to kind of point out areas where there's specifically low volume or high cluster areas or high volume areas. Now you can actually see this week already Aussie US dollar has came into a high value area through here. So this is I'd say a high volume node is what it's called, HVN, and has already rejected from it. So that's here on this right hand side. Price has already rejected from that area. You can also see as well the point of control, which is around about 6960, has also found resistance already this week, and we've seen quite a significant rejection from that level in here. So quite interesting at the moment where the market is, and there's quite a lot of information that we have to kind of digest here for Aussie US dollar, because not only is there's some dollar data out this week, there's also some Aussie data. Dollar data is more to do with the I'd say equity markets, but that is important to Aussie US dollar because of the risk factor in the markets. Usually if the stock markets perform well, the price of Aussie US dollar moves to the upside. So if retail sales for the dollar comes in and it's good, and we have Federal Reserve Chairman Powell talking about inflation coming down and things like that, and that they're sticking to their plan of 50 basis points hike to come, then Aussie US dollar actually may trade above last week's point of control. So I think this is going to be an area you really want to be looking at going into this week. That's 6960, these kind of highs up in here, because we've seen some strong selling from it already. So what you want to be seeing if you want to be a particular buyer of this market is you'd want to see price trade above that level, that 6960 area in particular, because that is going to be an area of key resistance in the short term. Alternatively, if you want to look at a little bit more of an aggressive entry, if price was to come back to the value area low, just through here, value area low, around about 6903, start to reject it, that could be a sign that price may trade to the other side of value, which is around about this 7041 area according to the weekly profile. So if we actually just make this a little bit bigger so you can see it a little bit more closely, you can see those levels quite clearly, and you can see the reactions that we've had quite clearly from the point of control, and we've already retested this high volume node in here. So potentially you could be looking at those reversal opportunities. If you are, I'd be looking at price to either come back down to this value area low in here, reject it, trade above last week's point of control and use it as a kind of support level after it breaks it. Alternatively, if you want to be a seller of Aussie US dollar, so if you think, in line with the strength meter, the dollar's the strongest currency at the moment, Aussie one of the weakest, and you think price is going to move to the downside, then you could be looking for another rejection at the point of control. If price was to come back up here, reject again, start to see strong selling pressures, we could see some opportunities there. Alternatively, because price has found support at this high volume node in here, and if price was to trade below that, we could see some further downside if we were to see a correction below that area as well. So a couple of areas to watch as well. Obviously there's a couple of other points to kind of watch. Don't discount the high or area value area high, in here, and also this high value node just above the 0.7 level, which is a strong level of resistance for Aussie US dollar. So again, these areas here could act as resistance in the short term. So that's what I'm kind of looking at here on Aussie. If you want to look at it from the MetaTrader point of view, you can see that we're pretty much on the downside move here. We have taken out these lows, and it would be interesting to see if the dollar does weaken. If it does, we could start to see that pullback. So, really speaking, that value area low, which is sort of somewhere around about this area through here, would be a decent opportunity, I think, to see some longs coming in. So I hope you enjoyed the video update. If you did, leave this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more Forex trading content. And I'll speak to you in the next video. Cheers.